Hello dear learners, in the previous lessons we have learned the if-else statement and the switch. Today we'll be learning the loops and the type of loops. Before, let me delete first and let me write the code. So the keywords of loops, the for, which start with the keywords of for, then I have declared and initialized variable, name it I by 1, then I will write conditions I less or equal, for example 5, and I plus plus, then I need to open curly brackets, and here I will write command to print to our console, println, and for example write me here I. So let me first run it. So we'll see the results on our console. So how it's happening. First of all, our for loop starts with initializations with the I variable named, which declares and initializes a loop control variable, we can call this, then name it by I, then the conditions of I less or equal 5 is evaluated before each iteration of the loop. If it's true, so it means the loop body is executed. What's the body of our loop? This is inside of curly brackets, it's our loop body. So in a case if our conditions is true, this our loop body is executed. Otherwise the loop terminates. Then after conditions is true, then our I++ it's the update, which means it increments the loop control variable, which is a 1, by one after each iteration. Then in the loop body it will print the value of I on the console. So for example here we'll start from 1, then it will check to our conditions. If it's our condition true, then our loop body will be executed. So first we'll see the I, which is the 1, will print it out here. Then our update operation will be done. It will increment by 1 our variable, control variable. Then here will come second. Then second 2 is less than 5, which means the condition is true again. Then our loop body will be executed. Then we'll print it 2, then and so on. It will be printed till the 5th. In the next lessons I will be drawing in order to explain in more detail. So this is our for loop body. Then let's see another example of loop, which is a while. So let me write. So here let me do it covered in the comments. Then I will do the same. I will count. For example, I will initialize first int I, give the value, assign the value of 1. Then I will open another type of loop, which is a while. This is a keywords of while. Do you see the color of these keywords? It's orange. Then I will open round brackets. In here I need to write the conditions. I will write the same conditions as it's here. less or equal to 5, then I will need to open curly brackets. Inside of curly brackets, which is the loop body, here I need to write some comments. I will write comments of printing on our console. I will write I. Then the next operation which should be done, it's incrementing our control variable, name it I, by plus plus, which means it will be added 1 after each iteration. So now let me run it. As you see, we will take the same results. So how it's working? First of all, we declare our variable, name it I, and initialize, assigning the value of 1 to the I. Then our while loop continues as long as the condition of I is less or equal to 5 is true. If false, our loop terminates. Our loop just terminates. Then, in the case if our condition is true, our loop body is executed, which means it will be print the value of I to the console. Then the next operation, it will be increment the value of I by 1 after each iteration. So we took the same results. This is another type of loop. So now let me show another type of loop, which will be done by keywords of do and while. I need again declare and initialize our variable, name it I, and assigning to this variable 1. Then I will write the keywords of do, open the curly brackets, and here I will write our command system println. Inside here I will write I, then I will write increments by 1, and only here I will write the condition I less or equal 5, and close the statements, and let me run it. We will take the same results. So what's the difference here? So we have, first of all, declares and initialize of our variable, name it I, assign it the value of 1. Then the do while loop executes the loop body at least once, regardless of the condition. This is the difference. Then it will print the I, which is the one here. It will print the first I. Then it increments the value of our control variable, name it I, after each iteration. Then only condition of I less or equal 5 is evaluated after each iteration. If true, the loop continues, otherwise it terminates. So today that's all for our 3 type of loops. So in the next lessons I will explain more in detail by drawing. Thank you for your attention. See you in the next lesson.